here from Captain America Brave New World. We have some new images. One is showing off Anthony Mackie's Captain America outfit, which seems to take a lot from the Winter Soldier. And then also, I can't think of what his name is, the new Falcon who appeared in the Falcon and Winter Soldier, who's essentially taking on the Falcon role.
If you don't know, Chris, there's a small chance that anyone's going to know or care. I mean, this whole movie for me, right? Anytime we get any news about it, it's just like, are you going to be able to make up for what you did to me with Falcon and the Winter Soldier and his buddy back there in the Falcon suit? I barely even remember his presence in
Torres
the TV show or
like
any
that?
impact that he. Yeah, that kind of sounds right.
Yeah,
so the fact that he's in a costume means like absolutely nothing to me.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say it's a costume. I know they've taken it from the comic books and they've done a good job applying the green motif to, like, say, the Falcon. When Sam Wilson gave up his Falcon identity to become the Winter Soldier or Captain America, someone has to become the Falcon. You really don't. He's still flying around as Captain America. Like, you don't. You just add more of these paratroopers, dude. So he's really just more of a paratrooper with the wing set.
I mean, like, to me, the concept of the wings is really starting to stretch the credibility within the MCU. Like, the wings were like this experimental, like, kind of flight suit that Sam Wilson, like, I think he knew of it. Or
he used it. He used it with somebody else.
He knew about it,
but the other dude he had died because the wings
it.
didn't work or something like that.
Yeah, so it's just like it was his kind of unique niche thing that he knew of, and it was kind of his only way to contribute to Cap and, like, Black Widow. Like, they were up against the wall and they needed some help. He's like, well, I can go grab this, like, flight suit. I can make it work. So it's just weird to see it, like, keep going, right? It's just like I feel like the second iteration of the wingsuit is just like, just give this guy like a jetpack or something. Give him some rocket boots. I understand it's like the Falcon and they want to continue the lineage, but it's just a little silly to me seeing it. It's like, do we need two guys with wings?
Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, exactly. I mean, it seems like they both have the same shtick at the end of the day, right? Except Sam has a shield. They're both not superhuman. They both don't have powers. They just have the wingsuit. Now, I don't care that the government has made more wingsuits. Don't care about that. That doesn't bother me at all. They do have jetpacks in the bottom of them, but do we need another just because someone was promoted? We don't need to backfill that position in this situation. You could put somebody in there with a different power set or ability set that complements Sam's rather than just copies it at the end of the day, right? So that's kind of right. But you can take for those who he may be a big part of the movie. He may not even be in the movie come editing time, right? With the reshoots. So there's at least that. And then the new other image we have is like a little artwork here, highlighting the Falcon, I guess, program. Maybe we get to see Sam Wilson. Obviously, they're flying. They're not superhuman. They're going to need helmets at some point. So we get to see a look at the helmets. Sam's looks very much like an Ant-Man helmet. It's like the really, really borrowing the Ant-Man helmet for the superheroes, like the main characters. And then the new Joaquin Torres, I just want to think his name is as it comes to me. It kind of looks more like a Helldiver or like something from Halo at the end of the day. So it's fine. It's cool with me. So you can check out those links in there. But now we're gonna get into the rumor mill of this movie, Brave New World. So the rumor, Mike, is that Adamantium. Are you familiar with Adamantium at all? What it is?
I've heard of it. I've heard about it once or twice.
Yeah, not vibranium, but adamantium will make its appearance in this film, and it has ties to that celestial corpse from Eternals that we've not touched in also 4 years.
Yeah, like the one of my favorite movies of all time, Pacific Rim. I just always loved what they did when those kaijus were dead. It created a whole cottage industry of people, mining the giant corpses of them, because it's just like, it felt like something that would happen in real life, right? You have all of this like biomass, somebody's got to clean it up, and since it's from another world, I'm sure it's got to be worth something. So this kind of gives me those similar vibes, so it makes sense.
Yeah. And Guardians
we got to do something with it. It came out of the earth,
Guardians of the Galaxy did the same thing, right? They Nowhere is the head of a dead celestial that they pump all the goo from. So
that's true.
So maybe they find a way. Maybe inside of this celestial is something different that maybe looks like nowhere. Maybe it's more organic inside than outside. Who's to say? We've seen more concept art about the Red Hulk than anything than the actual Celestial from this movie. So this may just be a rumor, as we do get Deadpool and Wolverine later this year. A lot of people are trying to connect the X-Men to the MCU. I don't think it'll happen until post Secret Wars, but if they want to introduce Adamantium into it as something I guess non-organic forming somewhere else, make it from an alien corpse at the end of the day. The other rumor on this, I didn't have it in here, but it's interesting, is that Japan is the first company or country that gets there. And, they're like the character in the comic book Silver Samurai is an adamantium based samurai who fights Wolverine. So they're like, oh, maybe they're setting up some more Wolverine stuff. I don't think we're going to see a lot of Wolverine things outside of Deadpool and Wolverine, but we never know. Hopefully we can be wrong. And, they're reshooting this movie this summer. We'll see if they keep any of this, change it, or if it's part of the new script. Moving along into